So right now we're in a standoff. James Harden is claiming that he called Daryl Morey a liar due to the fact that when he told them that if he'd accept the player option, he'd trade him quickly. A lot of people are saying the reason he's calling him a liar is he took a $15 million pay cut last year, and there was a wink, under the table handshake agreement that this offseason he would opt out and get a max deal. That didn't happen. Now, the whole thing is, if James Harden really wanted to leave Philadelphia, why did he accept the player option? Why didn't he just decline it and go sign with another team? And that brings to my point is no team was going to pay him $36 million. And at this point, I think supposedly the Clippers might have been the team that ended trade talks. And the Sixers, their big thing is not the players being discussed. Like, supposedly the Sixers are cool with Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, Terrence Mann, Robert Covington, Nick Batum, etc. Combination of those set players, Amir Coffey, Bones Highland, pick and choose the package you want. The problem is the Clippers are offering no draft compensation like they should, in my mind. What is your thoughts? Would you have to offer draft compensation?
Draft compensation do they have? They don't. They gave away all their picks.
So the two picks they have are the 2028, the 2028 first round pick and the 2020. They can offer 2 second-round picks for James Harden.
Yeah, but like for their first round picks. Yeah, because they don't have much picks. They need their picks for when Paul George and Kawhi both leave in a few years or get old.
I don't think they should, even if they had.
No, I agree, but because dude, he's on a 1-year option. He has 1 year left on his contract. It's the option. So you're not going to give up your fucking future for a guy on an expiring deal. That doesn't make sense.
Pascal Siakam, James Harden swap.
That's kind of a spicy trade. Yeah, expiring for expiring. That's kind of a spicy trade. I mean, like, I don't know, man. James Harden's market is just not that good right now because, like, you're not going to want to sign a guy who's about to be in the latter half of his 30s and a guy who has been on the decline the last few years. As much as I love James Harden, I still think he's a great player.
He's requested 3 trades in 3 seasons.
Who's requested 3 trades in 3 seasons. Now, the Nets trade, the whole Nets team crumbled. So, like, I'm not going to, that's not that big of a deal because, like, everybody requested out of the Nets eventually. But, like, this guy has been on 3 different teams and requested 3 different trades in the last few seasons. So, and he's on a 1-year deal. He just opted in. So he's going to be a free agent next year anyway. So there's just not a market for that guy, really. You're not going to give up a shit ton, which is what you would need. The Sixers aren't going to take any small package for James Harden because it's James fucking Harden. He still is Harden. So there just isn't a market right now for that. There's no team logically besides the Clippers, and they're not even going to trade for him, that actually makes sense for Harden to go to. There's just not.
Yeah, I think James needs to play for Philly for the whole season, and I think he needs to accept kind of like a Chris Paul role. Chris Paul got paid a fat bag. He got paid a huge bag, and because he is the point guard for the Phoenix Suns, like, and for the Houston Rockets, obviously. But James Harden has no trade value right now because he went 7 of 27 in the final 2 games. When you're up 3-2, you're a game away from making the NBA Finals, and you go 7 of 27.
He single-handedly won them 2 games that series and then completely forgot how to fucking put the ball in the basket.
James Harden, in the 11 playoff games he played last year, was horrible in 9 of them. He was horrible in 8 of them, good in 2 of them, fine in 1 of them.
Great in 2 of them. When he was good in 2 of them, he was fucking good. Phenomenal, bro. It was like MVP Harden against the Celtics for those 2 games that they won.
But it ended so negatively.
The problem with James Harden is that he's not a winner. I don't mean to cut you off. Finish off, Jackson. I just think you're saying he's not a winner, right?
Well, obviously, But what he needs to do is accept his role, which he's done in the last couple of years, and he just needs to demonstrate that, like, he's when you trade for James Harden, or if you sign James Harden in free agency, that not only is it a good addition, but, like, your team is going to severely improve. And I don't think for Philly's trade package, they're better off waiting till at least the mid-season and letting James Harden kind of demonstrate that he's still James Harden. it's weird because I mean I'm bigger on Harden than Luke, but I totally understand. I mean he's not the same Harden, but he's still one of the best
he's still
passers
Harden.
in the NBA.
Like he's one of my favorite players. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA to watch during his entire career. Like I love Harden. I'm still high on Harden.
But if he can just kind of turn into
I was never a Harden fan.
I've always been a big Harden fan.
A great 3-point shooter. He can facilitate your offense.
Gets to the free throw line for easy points.
I don't think James Harden cares for that. I think James Harden, honestly, like I don't know the guy, but from the way people speak about him, okay, I don't know if this is true. I don't want to act like this is like who James Harden is, etc. But it seems like James Harden really cares about his bag. He really cares about having a good time, and
I mean, everybody wants to win, bro. Like,
I don't think winning is as high on the totem pole as having a good time and getting his bag.
But like,
I think he'd rather win than lose.
He's already.
No, I agree.
So he's
but
already.
Dude, he's the type of guy who would take a max contract to go play for the Houston Rockets or a tanking team, and he'd be like, "I still get my 30 shots."
Yeah, but he still wants to. There's a reason why he requested out of fucking Houston, because they sucked and they were blowing up the team and they weren't building a contender around him, so he quit. He showed up to training camp out of shape and requested a trade.
He realized he took
James
a
Harden
$15
wants to
million pay cut. He took a $15 million pay cut to win, and he didn't win shit. So now I think he realized, well, I might never win, so I want that bag. Looks real.
No, but like, yeah, I guess. But like, everybody fucking cares about winning, bro. At the NBA, it's doing your, because winning is what gives you everything else, like the bag and having a good time. So like, even if he doesn't fucking care about winning, like you say, and he cares about those other things, he still wants to win because those other things are gonna get better. But it's also just it's his job. Like he wants to win. They all want to win. That
means more money as well.
Yes, that means that's what I was saying. Like winning lets those other things, you get more of them.
Yeah. If he didn't shoot 39% from the field in the playoffs, and if he just even if he vintage Harden, like 2019, 2020, I mean, imagine if Harden in this year's playoffs put up 35 and 8 and a steal and a half on 48% from the field, like he'd get paid
like 39% from three or whatever.
Like, yeah, it's just it's tough because Morey, like, he choked. Like, he literally choked. So, yeah, maybe we made a handshake or a wink deal, but, like, you didn't come through on your end of the deal. Like, we're playing.
Which, like, I guess, but it's like, Morey shouldn't have fucking offered him that. Like, you shouldn't have offered him that. You shouldn't have told him one thing and then done another. Like, that's the problem.
And add the contingent. Yeah, but, like, if I pay you to do work for me and you do it poorly, it's like, I'm going to go in a different direction. Because you didn't come through on your end of the bargain.
But they're keeping him, though. They're not going in a different direction. They're keeping him, even though he doesn't.
We're going in a different direction in the sense that I'm not offering you a max contract because you proved to me in the playoffs, specifically Game 6 and Game 7, that you're not worth a max contract.
I guess, but like, he's still don't tell him that you're going to give him a max contract and then not. Like if I tell you,
don't tell him. If I was the CEO If I was the CEO of ESPN and I was like, yeah, Luke, when you graduate college, like, come on board and be my lawyer, and then you like go to jail 3 times and get addicted to heroin, it's like, well, I'm actually all set on that. Like, I feel like that's kind of obvious. I mean, I totally understand what you're saying, and that's a little bit of a dramatic sense, but like, just from Morey's standpoint, it's like, a deal's a deal.
But it's like, even then, he opted in and you said you were going to trade him quickly, and then you didn't do that. Like, you did both of those things. Like, at some point, like, how are you going to find... And also, the NBA fucking shouldn't have fined him for calling Daryl Morey a liar when he lied. That's what he did.
Well, but here's the thing. It's tough because it's deeper than just, like, trading away a player who doesn't want to be traded. Because I'm working for my job. Like, there are people who depend on me. If I'm the coach, if I'm the GM, like... Just because James Harden wants to go doesn't mean I can trade James Harden for DJ Augustine and like that works. You know what? So like, it's not as cut and dry. I'm surprised that neither of them have been traded. Like, not one of them's been traded by now. But yeah, I mean, I have a feeling that there'll be there will be a crazy day. I think if one of them gets traded before
The other
training
one's gonna
camp,
go
I would
right
imagine the other
after.
one's going to go right away. Yeah, exactly. Oh, by the way, Anthony Edwards is my MVP pick for next season.
All right, let's switch this up. So Matt McClung got signed by the Orlando Magic, and I got a nice little story.